Hi, my name is Brooke Witskin. This is vlog number 3, interaction number 2 for TE 150. So for my event, I chose to bring my partner Yuksan to Five Guys because there's nothing more American than good burgers. So I initially had heard a lot about difficulties that foreign exchange students face, um, kind of getting used to the food here in America and how their digestive systems aren't used to food like here, and it's kind of difficult for a lot of the students who transition from who are like international students to transition to our food here. I figured that might be a good way to kind of get her immersed into our culture a little bit. So I guess that was my number one concern going into this, is that she would she like it, would she enjoy the food, would she be, would her stomach be upset after, would she not like it. So I guess those were kind of my initial thoughts on this interaction. She Yuxan, she seemed to be a little hesitant also, because Five Guys is usually pretty busy, the one on Grand River, during the like at nighttime, and that's when we went. We went right around 6 o'clock when it's like the busiest, like when it's rush hour. So she seemed a little hesitant too to go into this huge busy place for food she didn't even know if she was gonna like. So, but once we sat down and started eating and we were talking a little bit, she seemed to relax, and then she told me that she really liked the food there. So, I was happy that she had enjoyed the food and enjoyed everything like while we were there. For me, I think the one thing that changed would be like my stereotype for Chinese people. I always imagined that they would really only like Chinese food, and because I know for me, I don't eat like I've never had sushi. I haven't tried a lot of Thai food. I usually tend to stick to like Mexican food, American food, or like just like Chinese food, like Panda Express. So nothing like crazy. Um, so for me, I had always imagined that that foreign exchange students would also do the same. They would want to stick to their own food, like that they grew up eating. So I think that my stereotype kind of for Chinese students and the food that they like changed a lot. And that was something that I'm glad that I kind of learned that. And I think that this sort of reaction, it meant that I'm not very culturally diverse. I lived in Texas originally, and I went to a very large high school, and knew a lot of people with different cultures. But then for most of my high school career, I went to a small school in the UP. I think that it was kind of like culture shock for me. So I'm not very culturally diverse. In the last few years, I have not interacted with a lot of different cultures. So I think that that's kind of affected me a little bit and how I see people now. So I think that having this project and seeing seeing different culture views and how they can change my perspective is kind of interesting. Um, and so some of those things that I have been learning is that Yuxan, she's had American foods before, like fast food, like they have McDonald's there, and they have, like the big chain restaurants like Wendy's and those kind of things. But she would always eat a traditional Chinese dinner with her family every night. But she would eat fast food like during the day or if she was outgoing. So those are kind of a few things that I learned from this interaction, and I think it went really well, and I'm excited to do something from her culture. And that's all. Thanks.